Here at the Cryptic Files, we don't aim to prove or disprove anything. Simply show the evidence for you to decide. So with that said, let's get started. File 1. Behind the curtain. Kelvenden Hatch nuclear bunker is hidden in the heart of the Essex countryside in the UK. Although now a tourist attraction, back in the Cold War era of the 1980s it played an important part in monitoring Russian military activity and would have been used by the UK government in the event of nuclear war. However, with that threat now over, the bunker was sold to the farmer whose land it was built under, who then turned it into an attraction for visitors. By day you can take a guided tour around the site, and by night it plays host to ghost investigations. On this particular ghost investigation at the nuclear bunker, something strange was captured on camera. The following footage was captured during a break in the evening's event. At the time, the video recorder didn't notice what they'd captured. But can you spot it?
Oh, with the Kung Fu tune. No. I used to do Kung Fu. Honestly. I've done it for 3 years. I couldn't get the Cheeto. I smoked.
As the camera pans across, it catches the medical curtains in the hospital wing. Everything seems fine. Then, the camera sweeps back, and this time there appears to be something between the curtains. Can you see it? Unfortunately, the video quality isn't the greatest because it's actually recorded using a cell phone that's recording the screen of a camcorder. The actual footage was captured by a friend of one of the people on the investigation, and although they did promise they'd send through the original footage, unfortunately they never did. But you can still see there's something very strange going on in this video. You can also see that as the camera pans back, it appears to jump backwards out of sight, almost as if it knows it's been spotted. In case you're wondering if perhaps there was somebody hiding behind the curtains, one thing's for certain, everybody who was in the group was accounted for. So what is it? Could it be that there is some kind of ghost manifestation happening at the bunker? Or maybe it's some kind of alien that was captured and held at the base at some point in its history? Well, one thing's for certain, it's not a deliberate hoax. I can be pretty sure of that, because I was there. But do let me know what you think in the comments below. Here you can also find a link to the bunker itself if you fancy visiting it, if you're in the area. File 2. On the stairs. Located in the Essex town of Halstead in the UK is a seemingly ordinary terraced house. No creaky doors or rusty gates here. Indeed, there's nothing about this house that should make it stand out from any other. And yet there is something different about the house that makes it stand out. For this house is believed to be haunted. As there is evidence of paranormal activity in the house, Phil and Jeff of Ghostech Paranormal were given the opportunity to investigate. But first, some history of the house. The house was recently purchased by its current owners, who have subsequently let it out to the tenants who now live there. Both the tenants and the owners have experienced odd activity in the house. However, that's hardly surprising considering its rather interesting history. Jeff's detailed research into the history of the house had revealed that the previous occupant had in fact died in the house. As the owner lived alone at the time, his body wasn't discovered for several days afterwards. So is it he who haunts the building? Jeff and Phil's investigation was determined to discover the truth. This is what they found. While Phil and Jeff do indeed capture some strange sound anomalies, including possible voices, by far the most interesting footage is captured by one of their static cams based in the lounge of the house. The camera is filming towards the staircase and, as Jeff himself describes, captures something really quite remarkable. Have a look.
I hear movement coming from the stairs, and our static cam in the lounge, which is filming that area, has captured what we believe to be the best footage of a spirit forming and then moving into a solid wall. First, we will show the footage from our static cam in the lounge area. If you look at the top of the stairs, you will see a figure form. We know that it is not contamination from the outside, as we have blacked out every window in the house. Watch as it slowly appears here behind the struts of the staircase. The figure is black and solid, and as I say to Phil that there is movement on the stairs, you can see my IR lights as I turn the camera towards that area. And as Phil and I make our way to the stairs, the figure then steps back into the wall and disappears.
So to ask the immortal question, did you see it? Let's have a closer look. Here I've zoomed into the area where the figure forms. Unfortunately, the resolution isn't the best. But you can see that the figure seems to fade into view rather than stepping into frame. Which of course would suggest it possibly isn't simply a person. So what have they captured? Here you can see an image of the staircase that was captured during the daytime in a very similar position to where the IR camera was set up later in the evening that recorded the figure on the stairs. Jeff also recorded some video footage from the staircase itself, again giving you a clear idea of where the figure appeared to be standing. In order to try and get some more detail from the imagery, I'm going to try some enhancements and see if they help. By adjusting the brightness and contrast and adding a little more sharpness to the image, we can see a little more detail of what appears to be forming on the stairs. It clearly has a defined shape, certainly having the impression of being a pair of legs forming. And then, very definitely, stepping back out of frame. Of course, one important question would be where are Phil and Jeff at the time? Well, we know Jeff is on the ground floor, he's filming in the corridor. But where was Phil at the time? Well, thankfully, both were captured by their own cameras, so we know exactly where they were standing, as you can see. Importantly, we can also see that there is nobody else on the stairs. The camera in the bottom left is framing the top of the staircase, so if someone was on the stairs, then as they'd stepped back, they would have appeared in frame on the camera at the top of the stairs. But clearly, they don't. So what have Jeff and Phil captured at the house in Holstead? Is it genuinely haunted, perhaps by its original owner? One thing's for certain, there doesn't appear to be anybody else in the building, so whatever that is on the stairs isn't just another person. Unless, of course, it is a ghost. But what do you think? Let me know what you think in the comments below. You can see Jeff and Phil's full investigation on the Ghostech YouTube channel, which is listed in the links below. If you've made it this far and liked what you've seen, please click like and subscribe. Also hit the little bell icon, because for some strange reason, if you don't hit that, you don't get the videos, even if you're subscribed. That's a strange one. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.